Are you ready to explore the spine-chilling corners of Brisbane? This city, steeped in history, hides a darker, more mysterious side that sends shivers down your spine. From abandoned jails to eerie cemeteries, join me as we unveil the ghostly tales and paranormal hotspots of Queensland's capital. This one's for all you travellers and thrill-seekers keen to experience the supernatural side of Brisbane. We're about to dive deep into the echoes of the past, where spirits roam free and the unexplained takes centre stage. Get ready because things are about to get spooky. Boggo Road Jail. Cold steel bars, clanging cell doors and lingering despair. Built in the late 1800s, it housed Australia's most hardened criminals. The most haunted section is E-Wing, known for solitary confinement and horrific conditions. Tormented souls wander the halls, unable to escape. Visitors report disembodied voices, cold spots and unseen touches. Ernest, a notorious criminal who was hung at the jail for murder, is one of the most active spirits. Boggo Road Jail is a haunting reminder of a dark past. Our next stop takes us to Toowong Cemetery, a sprawling necropolis shrouded in an eerie stillness. Established in the 1800s, this place is the final resting place for over 120,000 souls. Among the rows of weathered headstones and mausoleums, there are whispers of spectral residents who refuse to leave. One of the most well-known is the White Lady of Toowong Cemetery. Legend has it that she's the spirit of a young woman who was tragically killed in a car accident on nearby Coronation Drive in the 1950s. Dressed in a long white gown, her sorrowful eyes reflecting an eternity of grief, she's often seen drifting through the cemetery, searching for something she can never find. Some visitors claim to have seen her figure standing by the roadside, thumb outstretched as if trying to hitch a ride. Others say she appears in their rearview mirrors as they drive past, her face pale and ghostly in the darkness. But as quickly as she appears, she vanishes, leaving behind a chill and a sense of unease. Toowong Cemetery is a place where the living and the dead seem to coexist, where the boundary between our world and the next is blurred. Our exploration of Brisbane's haunted underbelly now takes us to Wolston Park Hospital, formerly known as Goodna Asylum. This sprawling complex, with its imposing architecture and air of decay, has a dark and troubled past that continues to haunt its halls. For over a century, it served as a psychiatric institution, housing thousands of patients who were subjected to horrific treatments and living conditions. The suffering endured within these walls was unimaginable. Patients were subjected to electroshock therapy, lobotomies, and experimental drugs, often left restrained in overcrowded wards with little to no human contact. Now abandoned, the hospital stands as a chilling reminder of a dark chapter in Brisbane's history. But the spirits of those who suffered and died here seem unwilling or unable to move on. Visitors and paranormal investigators have reported countless unexplained phenomena within these decaying walls. Disembodied voices, often filled with anguish and despair, echo through the empty corridors. Cold spots, sudden drops in temperature that send chills down your spine, are common occurrences. Wolston Park Hospital is a place of immense sadness, a place where the veil between our world and the next seems paper-thin. Nestled deep within the woodlands of Marburg, shrouded in an eerie silence broken only by the rustling of leaves and the distant calls of birds, stands a mansion with a haunting secret. This grand old estate, with its crumbling facade and overgrown gardens, has long been the subject of local legends and whispered tales of the supernatural. Locals will tell you that the mansion is cursed, haunted by the spirits of those who died within its walls. The mansion's history is shrouded in mystery, with tales of tragedy, betrayal, and untimely deaths. Some say it was once a grand plantation, where the wealthy owners profited from the labour of slaves. Others believe it was a sanatorium, where patients suffering from unknown ailments were subjected to cruel and unusual treatments. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain. This place has seen its fair share of darkness. As you approach the mansion, you can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. The windows, like vacant eyes, seem to follow your every move. The air grows heavy with a sense of dread, as if the very walls are whispering secrets you were never meant to hear. Get ready to dim the lights and raise the curtain on a different kind of performance, because tonight we're exploring the Queensland Performing Arts Centre, or QPAC as the locals call it. This isn't just a hub for the living to showcase their talents. It's rumoured to be a stage shared with unseen performers from beyond the veil. Imagine this: actors rehearsing late at night, the only sound their hushed voices and the echoing emptiness of the theatre. Suddenly, a cold draft cuts through the room, props mysteriously move, and whispers seem to emanate from the darkened seats. Over the years, there have been countless tales of unexplained occurrences within these walls. Stagehands tell of feeling a presence beside them, only to turn and find no one there. Performers have reported seeing shadowy figures lurking in the wings, watching their every move. And some say the ghost of a former actress, heartbroken from a tragic love affair, still wanders the halls, her sobs echoing through the empty corridors. One chilling account tells of a security guard making his rounds late one night. As he passed by the main stage, he heard the distinct sound of applause coming from the empty auditorium. From the grand stage of QPAC, we're heading to a place where the spirits are said to be just as fond of a good performance, though perhaps a little less refined. Welcome to the Breakfast Creek Hotel, a beloved Brisbane institution with a side of paranormal activity on tap. The Breakfast Creek Hotel is steeped in history, dating back to the late 1800s. It's seen it all: flood, fire, and perhaps most intriguingly, its fair share of ghostly patrons. Locals and staff alike will tell you about the resident ghost, a former publican named Jack. They say he loved the hotel so much in life that he never truly left. Now, Jack's a permanent fixture, making his presence known in various ways, some mischievous, some downright spooky. Glasses have been known to shatter inexplicably, lights flicker, and doors slam shut with no logical explanation. Some patrons claim to have felt a tap on the shoulder, only to turn and find no one there. But Jack's not here to cause harm. Most believe he's just looking after his beloved pub, making sure things run smoothly, even in the afterlife. Hold on to your hats and grab your bonnets, because we're stepping back in time to old Petrie town, a historical village where the spirits of the past are as present as the antique trinkets and weathered buildings. This isn't your typical tourist trap. This is a place where history comes alive, sometimes in the most unsettling of ways. As you wander through the streets, you can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. The air is thick with the energy of those who came before, their presence lingering in the shadows. The old church is said to be a hotspot for paranormal activity. Visitors have reported seeing the ghostly figure of a priest. The most unsettling presence is the feeling of being followed. Our next stop takes us deeper into Brisbane's haunted history, to Nudgee Cemetery, where the stories of the departed are etched in stone and whispered on the wind. This isn't just a place of mourning, it's where the veil between our world and the next seems to thin. As you walk among the rows of weathered headstones, you can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. The silence is broken only by rustling leaves and distant bird cries, but there's a palpable energy here. Nudgee Cemetery is home to a diverse cast of permanent residents, each with a story to tell. And each story continues long after they've shuffled off this mortal coil. One of the most well-known residents is the Watcher, a shadowy figure said to lurk among the trees. Legend has it he was a gravedigger murdered near the gates, now guarding the grounds for eternity. We're venturing off the beaten path now, into the heart of Mount Cootha, to a place where darkness reigns and the echoes of tragedy still linger. This is the Ghost Hole Mine, a place where the earth whispers secrets of a troubled past and the spirits of fallen miners are said to roam. The air here is thick with the smell of damp earth and the weight of history. As you enter the mine shaft, the sunlight fades behind you, replaced by an oppressive darkness that seems to press in from all sides. The only sound is the drip, drip, drip of water seeping through the rocks, each drop a chilling reminder of the passage of time and the fleeting nature of life. The Ghost Hole Mine wasn't always a place of fear and superstition. It was once a place of hope and industry, where men toiled tirelessly in search of gold, their dreams fueled by the promise of riches and a better life. But tragedy struck the mine, as it often did in those days. Cave-ins, explosions, and poisonous gases claimed the lives of many miners, their bodies entombed within the earth they sought to conquer. Now it's said that the spirits of those fallen miners still wander the tunnels, their pickaxes silent, their lanterns extinguished, their presence a chilling reminder of the dangers that lurk beneath the surface. Our final destination on this journey into Brisbane's haunted heart takes us beneath the bustling city streets to the Ernest Junction tunnel, a place where darkness reigns and the air is thick with the weight of history and the unexplained. This isn't just a shortcut for commuters, it's a portal to the past, a place where the veil between our world and the next seems to thin, allowing glimpses of something beyond our understanding. The Ernest Junction tunnel has a long and storied past, dating back to the early 1900s when it served as a vital transportation route for goods and people travelling to and from the city. But like many places steeped in history, it's also a place marked by tragedy. Accidents, suicides, and even rumoured murders have left their mark on the tunnel, imbuing it with an unsettling energy that's hard to ignore. As you enter the tunnel, the air grows noticeably colder, and a dampness clings to your skin. The sounds of the city fade behind you, replaced by an eerie silence broken only by the drip, drip, drip of water seeping through the concrete walls. The darkness seems to press in from all sides, and you can't shake the feeling that you're being watched, that unseen eyes are following your every move. Over the years, there have been countless reports of paranormal activity within the tunnel. Motorists have reported seeing shadowy figures darting across the road in front of their cars, their forms disappearing into the concrete walls. So there you have it, brave explorers, a glimpse into the haunted soul of Brisbane. From the chilling cells of Boggo Road Jail to the spectral whispers of the Ernest Junction tunnel, this city holds on to its ghostly tales with an iron grip. Have these tales intrigued you enough to visit? Or do they send shivers down your spine just by listening? Either way, Brisbane awaits your courage. If you've enjoyed this journey into the paranormal unknown, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more spine-tingling explorations. And don't forget to share your thoughts, experiences, or even your own Brisbane ghost stories in the comments below. Who knows? Maybe your story will be featured in my next paranormal adventure. Until then, sleep tight and don't let the ghosts bite.